I expect to find 75% of the building has been severely damaged, and then the eastern 25% has been protected.
Is there any safety message you'd like to really point out about smoke alarms or anything like that at all?
Yeah, just our ongoing message with smoke alarms, that smoke alarms save lives. They provide early warning to evacuate, have an evacuation plan, which obviously in a facility like this, it has an automatic alarm that goes through our communication centre, and the staff regularly receive training on evacuation training and so forth. So, but even though this has got an automatic alarm and the staff are well trained, it's worthy to note that even in private residences, to have an evacuation plan and make sure that your smoke alarms are working.
And can I get your name, rank and spelling one more time? What station?
Yeah, Station Officer David Butel, B-E-U-T-E-L.
Thank you for your time.
No worries.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
So what happened here this afternoon? And can I get your name, rank and spelling?
My name's Station Officer David Butel, B-E-U-T-E-L.
And what happened here this afternoon?
So initially we were responded by a communication centre to Bayside Lodge behind us to an automatic alarm. When we were on the way, we were advised that there was a call from the tenants that there was actually a fire. So when we arrived, the western end of the lodge was well involved in fire, and our initial concern was to ensure that everybody was evacuated from the lodge. It's a 24-bedroom lodge, and we believe there was 28 people, occupants at that stage. So everyone's been accounted for, and is well. We're liaising with QPS or the police service at the moment to arrange alternative accommodation. So once we ascertained that everybody was out and safe, our priority was to prevent the fire from spreading. So we had 6 fire trucks on scene and 2 special response vehicles. So with the amount of fire crews that we had, we were able to prevent the fire from spreading and extinguish the fire.
What sort of dangers did you face upon arrival, and how well involved was the structure?
The structure was quite well involved. A situation like this, our main hazard is the number of occupants that may have disabilities and difficulty walking. So our primary concern was to make sure that everybody was out of the building, which we were able to confirm with the staff quite early. Well done to the staff on site. They were able to get a lot of people out of harm's way.
Just talk us through, have you been inside yet? What's the damage?
No, still too early at this stage. There is a lot of damage to the roof structure. We have confirmed that the fire is out. We are still checking for hot spots, but the atmosphere is good for us to go inside, which we'll be doing soon, to go into to start our initial investigation. But at this stage, it's still too early to say exactly what the cause was.
So the building's going to be uninhabitable for quite some time?
Yeah, so power has been isolated to the building, so it is going to be uninhabitable for some time, and until we are able to complete the investigation.
What kind of structure is this facility, and what type of people does it house?
So it's a lodge, so it does house people with varying disabilities, which is a major concern, because we don't know what type of disabilities people are going to have, and the difficulties we're going to have in rescuing and evacuating people. But like I said before, the staff on site did a fantastic job in the initial evacuation.
And what alerted people to the fire? Was it working smoke alarms?
Well, we believe it's the on-site fire alarm panel was active when we arrived, and that was the initial call that we received, was the automatic alarm. So I suspect from the start of the fire, it would have activated the evacuation alarm and the fire panel, which would have alerted staff to commence the evacuation, and it automatically alerts our communication centre to an incident.
And did anyone suffer from smoke inhalation?
No, I've spoken to the ambulance, and at this stage, everybody, the 28 people that were evacuated, are all well. Nobody has been taken to hospital.
Is there anything else you wanted to throw in? Or?
No, just the fire crews on scene did a great job in preventing the fire, to prevent total loss of the building. We were able to contain it to the western end. So we had a number of crews working together to prevent that fire spread. We did have a number of hazards on scene with the power and the gas, but also a big concern was there was some heavy appliances in the ceiling space, which would have posed a collapse risk and falling on our crews. So we identified that early, and also there's also the risk of the roof collapsing. So we were able to extinguish the fire before it caused too much damage to the roof structure. And also there's a house on the opposite side which is quite close. We were able to, the crews on that side were able to do an excellent job in preventing the fire from spreading to any additional residences.
Is the building at a total loss?
Too early to say. Too early to say. Until we get inside and have a look and do a good investigation.
Have you been able to determine how much, half, a quarter, a third of the building has been impacted by this?
Just at the early stage.